Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So now we're going to be talking about phases. So now we know how to basically make the final.
Sorry, just one quick question about this.
Yeah.
Like, so what we're doing is we're gonna find the critical points wherever it's going.
Yep.
And then what do? We add whatever the parts are together?
No. What we're gonna do is that we're gonna check the slopes, like what's happening at these critical points, and we're gonna add the slopes up until the next critical point.
Until the next critical.
Exactly. So we're gonna sum up the slopes, and whatever the new slope is gonna be, we're just gonna do that.
So how do you find the first initial point?
So the first initial point, since we had it like this, the first initial point is 8. This 8 over 10 times 25, and this. These are the critical points.
So 8 divided by 10 times 25.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the very first point you plot.
No, that's going to be a constant. That's going to be 0.032, which is going to be get you negative 29.89. Just note, we're going to shift the graph down.
But how do you, like, where do you know where to start the graph?
You start the graph from here. Like, it's just like, you start the graph from any point that's the number 1. So in this case, the number 1 point, I think is 8. 8's the first thing, then 25.
Sorry, what? One more time?
No. You're gonna start the graph wherever the first critical point lands.
So, but wasn't this the first one?
Yeah, this was the first one. This was at 1, and we had 1 because JW. This is S. 1 over S. And over here, 1 over S is gonna be at 1. It's gonna intersect it at 1 and go down with a negative 20 dB.
Intersect what?
Intersect the 0. 1.
Oh, so intersect
1. This right here. The graph for this is right here. This is 1.
But where's the intersection?
Right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is 0.
This is the middle point. Okay.
Yeah. No, this is 0. This is 1. So according to this, it's supposed to intersect. This is 0. My bad. This is 0. So it's supposed to intersect like this. Boom.
Okay. All right.
All right. So we're just gonna sum up the slopes and get this final graph. This is gonna be your final answer. This one right here. And now for phases, it's the same exact thing. There's a little trick.
So and you shift it down by how much? By this constant right here.
Yeah.
But how, and will you multiply or you just like subtract that down?
I just subtract it down. I don't multiply. I subtract it down. I shift it down.
Shift it down. Okay.
Shift it down.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. And my bad. I was wrong. This is right. This is right. This is right.
Wrong about what exactly?
The phase for a constant is just gonna be 0, even though if it's minus or plus. This is right. I was getting confused. My confusion was 1 over S. 1 over S has a negative 90 slope.
Okay, so how do you start this graph?
How do you start this graph? Is that when you're gonna make the magnitude, you're also gonna be plotting the phases for each and every one of them. So it's the same concept. Whichever critical point comes first, you're gonna graph that.
So can you do the first one?
All right. So the first critical point is S, 1 over S. So 1 over S is this. So it's going to be a negative 90 constant slope. So right, these people didn't do it, but it's supposed to be just a negative 90 slope. But what these people did is just combined everything. The next point is 1 over 8.
1 over 8?
Yeah.
Can you show me where?
1 over 8 right here.
1 over 8? Okay.
Yeah. So 1 over 8, since this was at the top, or go like this. So 8 divided by 10, the graph would look like this. So 8 divided by 10 is 0.8, so the graph will start from 0.8. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
two different sheets,
5,
one for phase and one for...
6, 7, 8, yeah.
Okay, so the phase diagram is different then.
So you'll go from 0 to 0.8, and then from 0.8 to basically 80, or go at a slope of 90
Okay.
N.
Yeah.
But then if another critical point comes in between that, like it does, 25. So 1 over 25 over 10 is 2.5, right?
Yep.
So at 2.5, so 1, 2, it's gonna be 2.5. Oh my bad, this is gonna be 2.5. I read the graph wrong. So at 2.5, stuff is gonna change. So this, now it will start going to like this direction. This will start going to this direction, and you're gonna sum up the graphs. I mean, sum up the.
How do you sum it up? That's like.
All right.
So confused about.
All right. This is how you sum it up. So from 0, okay. Let's say we don't have this graph, but we know we're gonna have to shift everything down by negative 990 because we had a negative 90 over here.
So why do we shift it down by negative 9?
Because we have one thing in our equation, 1 over s, right?
Yeah.
And s, the graph of that, it is going to be a constant negative 990.
Okay, so
we know in the end we're going to just shift everything down by negative 990.
Okay, so just the rule.
Exactly.
We have 1 over s, we just shift it down by negative 90.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now what you're going to do is from 0.
Is there any situation where we shift it up by 90?
Yeah, you can have if it's s at the top, the 990 would be at the top.
Right.
So you're going to shift
Can you show where the 1 over s is in this?
Yeah, right here. See this?
But isn't there an s on the top here as well?
This is
S plus a.
Yeah.
This is different.
Yeah, this is different. You look at the bottom part now.
Okay, yeah.
So now when we're gonna sum this up, so from 0 to flip was this point 0.8. Yeah, from 0 to 0.8. At 0.8. What the fuck was this?
So just one quick question, like Bode plots, like the final answer, it should be one
graph.
One graph.
One line.
So these two, and you're just summing up.
You're summing this up
yeah.
now. So from 0.8 to from 0.8 to 2.5, the graph seems like it's going up like this.
Yeah.
That's it. So you're just gonna be going up like this now. So you're gonna shift. Remember how I said you're gonna shift everything 90 degrees less?
So to get the final
boom,
graph.
Boom. You just shifted that. And now from this point, this and this are gonna cancel out, because positive 90 plus minus 90 is gonna be 0. So it's just gonna be a constant line like this.
So look for the change first.
Exactly. Look for the change at the critical points.
Okay.
And then after this, I'll just go like 0, and this will continue to go like this until 250. So this, the graph of this is gonna be like this, and then after that it's gonna be 0. So it's gonna be like this. Done.
Okay.
That's how you add up the graph. It's pretty straightforward still.
Okay, yeah. So from over here, like since this is a straight line, and this one is started shifting, this is why it goes up.
Yeah.
And then since these two are going at the same degrees downwards, this becomes a line neutralized. Okay, yeah, I get it.
Get it?
Jazakallah khair.
Yeah,